Hey, it's the Chaotic Soaper, Faith here, back for another exciting episode. Welcome to the Chaotic Soaper, where we choose creativity over perfection, and we enjoy the process. So, I blew my mind working on that last challenge for the Soap Club, so I needed a big change. I need something really fun and hopefully really easy to have a high success rate. So I went out and got myself some Melt and Pour from Voyager. Thank you, Voyager Soap and Candle Co. for sending me 3 of these. And so I'm going to use this Melt and Pour jelly soap base today and try it out and see if we can make something fun with jelly soaps. So I got out some ingredients to try, and I'm about to unbox another huge investment that I made for my tiny business this month. Stay tuned. So this giant box is from Uline. I've never ordered from Uline before, but I'm trying them out. They have really good shipping terms and a pay after sort of plan that we were able to use. So that was great. Thank you, Uline. And I just wanted to get some decent plastic containers for, not that plastic is something I want to use a lot, but let's open that up and have a look, by the way, while I'm talking. Plastic is better than glass for certain applications. Aside from being lighter to ship, it's also safe for some places like in your bathroom or shower, where you might drop it and break it and then have broken glass all over your tub. And it might be safer for things that'll be around kids, which is what we're going to work on today. Something for the youngins, something for the younger fans. I've probably already mentioned my kids. They're 14 and almost 12. And yeah, I'm interested in the kind of things that they like and enjoy and just, you know, fun, quirky stuff. So let's see. Oh my God, I can't even get the flap down. This is ginormous. What did I do? Oh, Uline. This is gorgeous, but I think that these are real foam peanuts. Wow, wow, wow. I feel pro. They sent me a catalog. I'm not sure we can recycle these in Ottawa. I have had people tell me before that these are recyclable, but you know, if your municipality doesn't take them, they don't take them. So it doesn't matter if in theory they're recyclable. If you can't do it, you can't recycle it. It doesn't get recycled. Anyhow, I'm gonna put these in something and we'll get into what's in these boxes. That's a lot of foam peanuts. Still not really sure that was necessary, Uline. So let's see what we have here. So I'm going to leave out a couple just as a guide for me when I'm making today. How much fills it and what the price point maybe should be for that. This is all new to me, so these are the 6-ounce ones. And again, it looks like I have another layer under there. Again, it looks like 36. So 12 ounces, 6 ounces. So I cut up one container of the Melt and Pour jelly soap, and look at the consistency. That's going to be fun when it sells, isn't it?
Anyhow, I cut one up and I put it in my crock pot on high, but the crock pot takes a while to get heated up. So we're gonna, get this melted and then maybe divide it in a couple and try some fragrances and colors. So I'm gonna throw all these in the sink and wash them in a second. Just have to clean up while I'm waiting for this to heat. So I looked at fragrances that I thought young people would like. I have the Peachy Keen fragrance oil. I have orange creamsicle, and I have lots of that. I really like this scent from New Direction, so I have a big one too. I have one my friend sent me called Rose Bouquet, and it actually really does smell like roses, which I thought might be. I had a vision of having red. I don't have the true red set yet, so this is kind of a pinky red, but I'm going to try this as one of the colors. So I think maybe rose to go with that. Other one I had was lime essential oil, so obviously green. This one, maybe I'll use that container I have from Windy Point, or maybe I'll use this radioactive from Mad Micas, which is they're very close, huh? They might be the same color. I have a couple other cool things out too. I think it would be fun to finally try my, can you read this? Whoa, glow green. So this is a glow in the dark color. I think that might be fun for some little jelly soaps. So I have a few things out and a few fragrances out and some molds out to try. So now I just have to clean up from being a food kitchen to be a soapy kitchen again for a little while. This is why we're called chaotic, because we are chaotic. And back in a bit. Okay, so I tried a tiny bit of this already. The crock pot did dissolve it. I'm going to bring you over here to see the crock pot. The crock pot did melt it. Sorry, not dissolve. But I had to turn it down and not leave it on the highest setting. One thing I noticed was it smelled like maybe it was burning a bit, and of course you can't really add any liquid without messing up the formulation. So I turned it down and left it with the lid on, and over time it did melt, and I kind of ladled some out, but as I was setting up so I could actually film, it's kind of gone back to being a jelly soap, so it will have to go in the microwave. So I'm not sure there's much point to using the crock pot for this. I thought it was going to be helpful, and it's not really so great. It does leave more of it a bit liquid for a while, but honestly I think just cutting it up and pulse blending it in the microwave might be best. I'm just ladling some more out here. So what I did already, I opened these little molds. I had some molds just from Michael's here in the city, and I had a few different things. I had the crowns, and I have some, I finally found my fishy tails. And I had some little insects which were quite sweet. So I made some insects. I added a bit of Brazen Hussy and Peachy Keen, I think it's called, fragrance oil from Voyager, and they smell terrific and they're lovely. I did turn some of them out of the mold too fast when it was a bit too warm, and I learned if you leave it longer it sets up nicer. And I could have used maybe a little less colorant because I wanted them to be not quite so opaque. So I'm going to try again. This is a bit of neon green and some lime essential oil. So this looks and smells good together. I'm going to melt this amount back up. I think maybe add a little to it here. Another scoop if I can get it. I'm going to put this amount back in the microwave and see if I can get it melted again, and then I'm going to pour it into here and pour some fishtails, I think. It's getting messy. They're cute though. I am having trouble to avoid pouring over the sides, so it's hard to get clean edges. And I poured a couple here that were almost congealed, so I don't know how they'll come out. But I can always kind of remelt them. Might try sticking the whole mold in the microwave and just putting it on for 10 seconds and 20 seconds and seeing if that does something. I still have the crowns left to try and a few fragrance and color combinations that I had in my mind's eye. And then, yeah, I still have a kitchen to clean up. So once I clean up, I'll have more room and I'll have more mold possibilities. Maybe we'll cut up some more and we'll do this again, but leave out the crock pot next time, I think. That wasn't really worth it with the crock pot. So I wanted to take a picture and pretend I was eating one. I unmolded it, it's still warm, and yeah, that's too soon to unmold them. I think you really need to let them cool. You can see it's kind of damaged the look of it. These really smell exactly like lime, and it's so fun. It's almost like fizzy candies or something. So I'm going to pretend I'm eating it. How can I do this? Let's pretend. And you can see these two were just kind of pouring out the last of it, and it was getting too solid again. It doesn't stay melted for long. That was one thing I did notice when I looked up this product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zap this in the microwave for 10 seconds. These are silicone, so they should be able to take it. Silicone Valley silicone. I want to see silicone. Anyhow, we're going to zap it and see if that straightens out the little mess. Back in a second. Okay, not my best move ever. I gave it 10 seconds in the microwave and that stuff was stinking hot. It was small amounts, right? It was stinking hot. Oh my God, I hurt myself. So yeah, caution there. Okay, so I'm not going to touch these burning hot ones. I think this one's kind of wrecked. I'm not sure about the idea of remelting this stuff either. Kind of want to get it right the first time. Oh my God, this smells just like lime drink or something. I love it. I can really smell it. The kids came out and asked actually if there was a dessert when I did the peach ones. They said they thought they smelled pie. So, haha. I have a plate here. Instead of moving them around so much, that was my microwave talking. Instead of moving them around so much, I'm going to try turning them out right on this here plate. Handy dandy plate. Oh yeah, that's nice now. You can see how much better it is than the first one. That's the one I just turned out. That's the one I turned out a while ago. So much cleaner and crisper if you just wait. A little tiny bit of patience, which isn't something I have more than a tiny bit of. I may have enough to do this. That one's kind of a destroyed fish. He might be for our bathroom. So we've got peach and lemon. The next choices are orange creamsicle, lime. Oh no, lime, sorry, I didn't do lemon. I did lime. These are lime. This is the smell of lime. Hello. And I have a really close friend who has a young son. He's turning what? He might be turning 9 this year. Gee whiz, our crowd is getting older. Not so little, right? But a couple of years ago when I started making soap, the first time I made a lime soap, he was really excited and told his mom he wanted 5 of them. So I'm really curious to see what he thinks of this. I don't know what that was. My dishes maybe. Rising up in revolt, saying, clean us. Stop playing and clean us. Those smell terrific, and I'm really excited now to try the next aroma. I am going to clean those, but I think I'll use another fresh one first. I'm delaying cleaning as long as I can. I may have to clean this a little though. Give that a little buzz. So the next one is, aren't those neat? And I think we're going to do some orange creamsicle. Orange creamsicle. You know what? I might have done this with the wrong color. I used Brazen Hussy for this. And yeah, it wasn't what I planned. Look at that. That's fully solidified in there now. I'll have to just heat it again. So, rethinking my color scheme. I might try some flotation device with the orange creamsicle. I had a voodoo to try with one of them. Oh, that's right, with the rose. Yeah. I'm gonna try some flotation device with the orange creamsicle. Okay, I'm gonna just go wash some stuff and we'll get set up again. Okay, welcome back to the land of flat sound. I'm in battle mode here in my kitchen tonight, so I have the dishwasher going, and yeah, just to make sure I'm good and loud, I'm using the crappy Amazon lapel mic again. So just to do a sanity check, I put my next fragrance oil in. It's delicious. It's creamsicle. And just to do a sanity check, I weighed up how much I was using, and it's about 12 grams. So since I use 200 to 300 sort of grams of the melt and pour for each little batch, that's good because I'm keeping it around or under 5%, which is very safe for the fragrance oil. I'm trying to see how little mica I can use because these are opaque and I really wanted them to be more kind of translucent. They're cool, but yeah, translucent would be fun if I could get it. So let's see here. I got these from Brambleberry. It was like a pack of 10. Aren't they cute? I never use them. I always forget that I have them. So the way I'm preparing my colorant for this is I'm just mixing it right in with the fragrance oil, and then I'm pouring the melt and pour in it. This is a pretty easy recipe. Okay, I'm gonna buzz my melt and pour. Okay, I had to buzz it about 4 times, and I already feel like it's thickening, so I'll have to work fast. Oh yeah, I might have to microwave it one more time with the... I don't want to scorch the fragrance oil. Let's see what we can do here. I think we're in business. Pretty much in business. Oh, looks like we're doing our little heart. I had this heart and mind come from on Amazon. I think I found it a while ago, and they're neat. They're small, they're like tiny hand soaps, but for this it is kind of perfect. And I think some jelly organs would be pretty cool, don't you? So I'm going to try it. All right, here go with the crowns. And again, the fragrance smells terrific, so I feel like the jelly soaps are going to be fun. Like they'll be bright and colorful, and when you open the jars, you'll smell the fragrances right away, and different sort of fruity fragrance that goes with each color. So kind of fun and quirky and appealing, I hope. Wow, this is like almost 300 grams of this melt and pour, and it doesn't go super far. Let's see what we can do here. Should I pour some ladybugs like this? I'm tempted. It'll come out, not all in a clump. Oh, it is. It's coming out as a clump now. I didn't really like when I remelted it earlier. Maybe I can just tap it or something. Okay, so I'm going to wash this and these again and do my next color while these cool. So I had out to do next some rose bouquet fragrance oil that I received as actually a gift from my friend Suzanne. Thank you, Suzanne. And it's a lovely smell. I'm worried that it's maybe the wrong smell for this project. It's just maybe not kitty enough. So I'm going to finish what I started. I did peach, lime, creamsicle. I'm going to do lemon. We'll do lemon next. Maybe we'll try rose after if we're brave. So next thing is lemon. And we're going to use some tennis ball breaker for the lemon.
Check this out. Isn't that fun? It feels really fun in my hand. It's basically Jell-O, but it's soap.
This is my daughter Sydney. I just gave her some jelly soap. Sid, what do you think?
I actually really like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think
I'm
this?
actually really
Yeah. Do you think this is
I
something?
dropped this on my. I almost dropped it on my.
What's it feel like?
It feels like Jell-O, but it's super breakable.
Would you wash with that?
Maybe
Like-
some bigger slabs, but yeah. Like
Yeah.
this.
You would like bigger pieces, yeah? I cut those in half so Luna could have some too. They were a bit bigger. Okay.
Cool.
All right, so maybe some full
like
bar
that.
size ones for you.
Yeah.
What about little ones? Would you use little ones?
Oh yeah. I like little ones.
What do you think of like it being like a mold? Like it's like
I think it's actually super cool.
yeah. So you think that's a good thing for your age group?
Oh
Awesome.
yeah. There's a bunch, and it's kind of like slime.
Yeah.
It's very slimy.
Yeah, that's actually why I kind of thought of it and thought of you because you love slime, right?
Oh yeah, I like slime. This is super slime.
Yeah.
This is very slime.
And if you had like money, is that something you would spend money on? If it wasn't like if your mom didn't make it. If you saw it somewhere random. Yeah. So it's a like out of 5 stars, what do you think? That's 4.5. Awesome. Wow, that's a resounding one.
4.5
Awesome.
on the computer.
Thanks so much. You did, huh? On the daily business report, which we don't even know what this is. Awesome.
It's Roblox.
In Roblox. Okay. Well, thanks so much for the review.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I've made all of the jelly soap now. I had 3 2-pound
packages of the melt and pour that I cut up and made. I wanted to make it all because I wanted to see how many jars and then see what the fill weight was for the 12 ounce and 6 ounce jars that I bought from Uline, and see how many I had, so I can do a cost analysis and see what I have for sale, what the price point of it will be, and if that's worthwhile, if that's something people will buy. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna append that when I have some numbers done, as soon as everything is cooled and jarred up. In terms of labeling, the labeling for this project will be done. I have a market tomorrow, so I might not be bringing it with me tomorrow. I think I'm going to be using like conventional stickers and paper labels and just using packing tape to seal them on for now, because I haven't been able to purchase thermal labels yet. So that's something that I have to see how that goes, how cleanly I can do it, and what kind of job it looks like. In terms of, you know, a saleable product. So that's a compromise I have to make to get that done and be able to sell some at the market soon. One of my pets is having a snack, if you can hear that. So this project, I would say, in terms of rating it, if you're looking for a project to do with young kids, this is not the one. The melt and pour jelly soap gets extremely hot. If it gets on skin, it's going to just absolutely adhere, and it's incredibly hot. So yeah, when I got it on my glove, and luckily I could rip my glove off, but it was so super hot. So you don't want to use that with young children where there's any risk they're going to be spilling things or they don't understand. Probably safe to do with a kid about Sydney's age. She's kind of 11, 12, or, you know, depending on, you know, the kid, you know, how safe and how cautious they are as an individual. In terms of kids who can use this product, I would say my kids, they're up to age 14 right now, enjoy it. Luna took his to his bathroom and it's all gone already. He likes to kind of mush things up and then they end up going down the drain. So I'm sure it could have lasted longer, but he probably really enjoyed playing with it. It's a little thing he has. Sydney, I think, has used it, and there's still lots there because she's kind of the opposite. I would not recommend this as something to present to a toddler or any child who's too young to clearly understand that even though it looks like food and smells like food and has a food texture, it is not food. You wouldn't want somebody to eat this. So that's another thing to take into consideration. I would say the price point for this project is going to be pretty high. So if you're a small maker with a business, well, we'll analyze how practical it is to make this for sale. It might be something that's better as a gift, considering it's a little bit pricey. You know, the price tag for selling it might be a little on the high side. We'll have to see. And in terms of as a soap, it's not very lathery and it's hard to hold on to, but it is a novelty item. It's for fun, and I think those things are to be expected. It is soapy and it does get you clean. It's not for any kind of special skin conditions or anything. It's just a general soap. We have some odd little amorphous blobs around our kitchen sink now that I've been using for things like washing up the dishes or washing hands. And I do find it's not, unlike a solid soap, it's not as satisfying that you can hold on to it and use it till the last little bit, you know, and have a good lather. It's very slippy and hard to hold on to. But yeah, it is a product for kids, and it was a fun project. And with a kid the right age, the kit, the melt and pour from Stephenson with some small, you don't need much, small amount of fragrance oil and a small amount of mica colorant. It's a fun little project and a fairly easy one. You don't need a lot of equipment. You do need some silicone molds where you can turn out the soap easily, or you could pour it right in a container. I was wondering after if I should have just poured it in the container like it was literally slime and just sold it like that, and that might be something that we'd consider
in the future. I was also curious to see how glitters would behave in there, although I don't think any of the bio glitters that I have would hold up inside the product. I think they just kind of dissolve. But yeah, those kind of things would be fun to play with. Okay, now by the magic of video, we'll do the little cost analysis, cost breakdown for this project.
So you can see here that cleanup was really a breeze with the jelly soap. It came off the jar that I used here, or the pitcher that I used here, almost like latex Halloween makeup or something. You could just peel it right off. It was actually very satisfying. And because you could peel it off and kind of clump it together, you could easily remelt that and reuse it. So it made this product very cost effective to use, able to use it up completely, which was great. I really like that. It's a pro. So in terms of this as a product, like I said, it's a good general soap. It's not the most creamy lather or the most, nourishing soap I've ever used, definitely by any means, but it's definitely serviceable, and there is some lather. You can definitely wash up with it. My frustration probably mainly was in the small pieces, which you can't really hold on to and kind of go straight down the drain, but as Sydney said, with a larger slab, you're pretty much in business. It works as a soap. So a couple of cons with this project. One, it just got so hot and I did burn myself. I think it's easy to overheat this. It also cools very fast and congeals, so the working time is short. Both of which made this product kind of tricky to use. Okay, so let's look at the cost for this project. So first of all, we have the melt and pour itself. I paid $47.87 just for the melt and pour. That's the raw cost of the material. Then the jars, again, the combined cost for getting 6 and 8 ounce jars was $78.84. Shipping for everything, so the shipping from Uline and the shipping from for the Stephenson product came to $49.30 altogether. And taxes, welcome to Canada, even taxes on shipping, $22.62. So the total cost for the product, it came in at $198.63, and this is why I'm always broke. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so now let's look at the price per jar. So this is the price that I'm going to base my selling numbers on. 6 ounce jar came to $1.39 per jar, and 6 ounces of the jelly soap came in at $5.51. So the cost to me for making a 6 ounce jar of this product is $6.90. I recently heard the formula that you should do twice your cost, so 2 times your costs, and then add 30%. So I did that for this one, and guess what I got? $17.93 for a 6 ounce jar. Would you pay $17.93 for a 6 ounce jar of jelly soap? Just asking. That's a little depressing, right? Hard for makers to make money if that's how you need to price and things are that expensive for us to get. Okay, let's look at it's a 12 ounce jar. I think I called it an 8 ounce earlier. 12 ounce jars cost me $2.01 per jar with all my costs in. 12 ounces of the jelly soap came to $11.01. Of course, twice as much as the 6 ounce. I'm just waiting for my screen to catch up to what I'm saying. It's here somewhere. There you go. So the cost altogether then was $13.02. I got $13.01 for some reason. Again, I times that by 2 and then added 30%. Came in at a whopping cost of $33.86 for a 12 ounce jar of jelly soap for your kid to mush up in the tub. I think it's pretty impossible as a small maker to make money at those costs. However, this is a product you might want to consider if you just walk into a shop and can buy it without shipping and without paying taxes on shipping. If you can save costs like that, if you don't have to buy jars maybe, or maybe you want to buy jars and come up with your own way of making jelly soap and avoid this high-priced product.
Hey, today's video was filmed mostly before last weekend. I meant to get it up on Saturday, and we had
we had some problems last weekend. We had a huge storm here and the power was out for days. In fact, some people still don't have their power back, so I'm one of the lucky ones, but I am a bit behind schedule this week. So there was no video last week, and enjoy this video, which maybe should have been last week, and I'm going to try to get back to getting a video a week done. Thanks for sticking with me.
Didn't get that on video when you said that. Say it again.
I'm keeping this. I love this.